Okay, so I want to teach some of the kind of specific points around the kata. We're going to break it into 3 sections in which to do that. So we're going to go through the first bit now. So from the opening move, the first thing I want you to concentrate on is how to drop your weight first. So drop your weight down onto your right leg, and then your left leg is going to slide into place. Much more difficult to do on the grass and in trainers than it is in bare feet on the dojo floor. So dropping your weight first. As you drop your weight, your hands tend to open, and then your hands rise together at the same time. Make sure that this hand points at the wrist of this one, and your elbow is in line with your shoulder. From this position, you move your stance quickly. So I want you to think about pushing your weight forwards. As you push your weight forwards, you twist on this foot and hands come down. And then you repeat that same action. Next section, I want your hands to cross. So your right hand comes behind your left hand as you bring your left foot in. As you do that, I also want you to pivot a little bit on the ball of your right foot to get to this position. Then use that leg to drive forwards into that X block. Next section, we're going to pull our hands across to the left-hand side of the body. And again, keep this leg heavy because it's in front leg for front stance. And then it moves into the back leg for your back stance. Next section, you're going to pull the body up as I pull my hands towards this cup and saucer position. Looking to my left. I do kiage and yuraken. Put the stance down. As I start to drop the stance, I keep my hip back and I keep my hand back. And then open and use this hip action to drive into that elbow. Same as the next part here. I take my left leg and I move it backwards and I bring it underneath my body. So this left leg stays really loaded and heavy. 2 hands on my hip. Again, kiage and yuraken. Foot starts to come down. Foot starts to come down and hand opens. And then a big drive into that elbow. That's the first section. Okay, section 2 of the kata now. So we're going to go through from where we finished off, which was in this position here. So right leg forwards, hip driven behind, open right hand, fingers really straight, elbow in. So remember, fist touches the chest, elbow into the hand. From here, the hand that's doing the elbow drops down low. The hand that's on the outside rises and comes up towards the head. So same position as you would make agyoki, but just with an open hand. This time I want to turn my hips and I want to make a little V shape with my foot. And I turn my hip to come forwards, not square. So I'm not here. I let this shoulder and this hip go through slightly. This hand is slightly to the side, not all the way, slightly to the side. And this hand goes right the way across to the line of this shoulder, elbow down, palm facing upwards. So I get 1, 2. This section's difficult now. So the way to think about it is kick, switch your hands, then land. So I go kick, I switch my hands. So this one pushes downwards, whilst this one comes across my body. And I go down, not forwards. And I land in cross-legged stance. I'll do that again so I'm a little bit further away so you can see my feet. So from here, this hand drops, this one rises. 1, 2. Remember, turn your body through slightly. Now think, kick, switch, and land. One more time. Open, twist, kick, switch, land. And now I'm going to do it facing the other way so you can see the next section. So we're going to come from here. Twist my feet on the spot. Twist on the spot. As I twist on the spot, I cross my hands and I slide this leg forwards. If I have my left leg forwards, my left hand is on the outside. I keep my my palms facing towards me until right at the end, when my stance is almost at its length. Then they twist and open. And I have elbows bent, elbows pulled in, fists out slightly. Then I kick, keep my hands where they are, push forwards with my front hand, punch with my next hand. Then I look to my right. This time I'm going to have my right leg at the front. So I make sure I have my right hand. So I look, I come into the center, Right leg in front. Keep my palms facing towards me until right at the end. Then I think kick, push, punch. So I'm going to do that section facing towards you, then facing away. Aye. And now the other way. And that's the middle section done. Okay, final section now. So just the last bit to go. So we finished off the last section on that kick and then landed with a double punch. So I've got my left foot in front. My right hand does the punch. So what I want to do is I immediately want to pull both hands to my right hip. And I make that same cup and saucer position. With my front foot, I immediately cut across. So that move has to be done nice and quickly, but I don't cheat and bring it straight across. I bring it back and forwards. Then I repeat the same move again. So now, thinking about how I move forwards in back stance. We've worked on this before. My weight goes forwards. I make my front leg go heavy. I bring my knees together so they cut through the center. As I get to that middle position, my hands cut to one side. So I think knees together here, hands together. Then I think slide that leg forward, twist and open at the end. And then I repeat that move again one more time. So we'll do it one more section like this. So I've landed, left foot forwards, right hand forwards. From here, pull back to my right hip, cut my left foot straight across, cut through that center line. Don't twist and open until the last minute. Same again, pull to this side, knees through the center, middle line, and then forwards. This last section, I go from back stance, I stay in back stance and I drive forwards. So I don't move my feet anywhere, I just send my weight forwards. As I send my weight forwards into front stance, I go up with two hands. This should be same height as your head, same width as your head. As I do this next move, I'm gonna drive my knee forwards as I pull my fist down. And there's my ki point. So I'm now gonna do that facing the other way so you can see. So I come from here, I cut across, hip first, and then open. Always through the center. Next move. Last time, through the center. Drive in, ki, turn with knife hand block, step forwards with one more. Okay, so last time for that final section. So from back stance, heels in one straight line, hands up. I push the weight forwards and I fire my hand forwards. I ki here and then carry on moving that same way before I go forwards with one more knife hand block. So for all of our green belts who've just started to learn the kata, that's a bit of a video breakdown for you of Heian Yondan. So make sure you're practicing at home and stay tuned for more of our videos next week. Keep training. Heian Yondan. Yondan.